everybody, and it's Greg from the Hashtag Show, and I am here with Ryan Carr. Now, today we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting when the first thing you think about is food, but instead we're talking about toys. And first of all, Ryan, welcome. I'm glad to have you on here today. And I'm very anxious to hear about these awesome Jelly Belly squishables that you and your group has created.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on. We've been making squishy toys for a long time, and we tried to do something a little different and cool, and we think we did it. So hopefully other people think so too.
Okay, so the first question, and everybody probably ask you this, is why did you go with Jelly Belly?
Yeah, that's a great question. Really, the way that it came about was people probably think that these things are like, oh, a whole series of meetings and we had a bunch of, it's like, not at all like that. It was, like I said, we've been making little squishy, sort of fidgety type tactile toys for a long, long time. We did have the idea as we were trying to brainstorm and come up with like, how do we do something new here? Somebody said scent. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And that led us pretty naturally to food. And okay, we can make food squishies and that are scented, and that's kind of cool. You know, it'd be really cool, though, is if it was something like really recognizable. And so we started throwing this idea around. Jelly Belly came out like almost immediately because it was kind of a cool fit for the idea that we had. Like, oh, scented squishy toys. Well, you can have a bunch of different scents, and they could be like a bean, like a squishy bean, and they could have the Jelly Belly name on it. And okay, how do we get a hold of Jelly Belly? Does anybody know how to do that? All right, and then amazingly, we get Jelly Belly on the phone shortly thereafter. We give them a harebrained like napkin pitch, like, okay, we got this idea. It's going to be squishy and scented, and it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be great, and everybody's going to love it. And then they're like, yeah, fantastic. Let's do it. We get it. We totally get it. To their credit, they saw right through the fact that we were sort of half-baked and half-baked in our idea. That came out weird. And saw that, we had an idea that could really fit with the Jelly Belly brand and what makes it so special, and really play on that in a new way. And so really the answer to that question, why Jelly Belly, is because they got it. Like to their, even though we were presenting in a way that was not, fully formed. So
yeah. So with this Jelly Belly squishable, now you have two different ones. Am I correct? You have like the kind of the big one that everyone can see you squishing around right there, and then you also have the mystery scented ones. If you could tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so we ended up doing it in two sizes. So one is the larger size here, which is kind of like more of the like stress ball-esque, there you go, Jelly Belly. And the smaller ones are miniature versions of that. I've got a bunch of them right here. Still squishy toys, still fun tactile squishy toys. But what makes these so interesting and different is that each one, first of all, the shape is the exact shape of the Jelly Belly bean. I can say this because Jelly Belly, when you work with them, they have to obviously approve everything that you're doing. And they, to their credit, are very exacting with their brand. You get a 10 out of 10 or you try again. And so we have the exact bean shape in both sizes. And then we use the exact color of the corresponding jelly bean. So in this case, this is very cherry. Same as the Jelly Belly Berry Cherry, exact same color as the Berry Cherry, and then, of course, the exact same scent as well. And that's trickier than it sounds to get this, or maybe it does sound appropriately tricky, to get it exactly right in both the large and small size. And so we came up with a menu of all the different Jelly Belly jelly beans and decided on 12 different scents for the first series that we're doing. And then we had to set about testing this out, making samples, trying it out, seeing if it was going to work, seeing if it, met with Jelly Belly's approval, because not only do they approve the shape, the color, the size, everything, but of course the scent is key to them too. They want it to be bang on. And so after many, many months of back and forth and tweaking and twisting to get it right, we landed on these, what we have today, the two different sizes. In the large size, there's 3 different scents. to choose from. And then in the small size, they come in 2-packs or 4-packs where there are 12 different assorted scents. And in each pack, you see some of the scents that you're getting, and some of them are mystery scents. So it's a little bit of kind of a fun collectible as well in that regard.
So kind of like that one right there then.
Yeah, with the 2-pack there, you see that you're getting a berry cherry, but the other one, you don't know what you're getting. And it could be anything from orange sherbet, island punch, root beer, all these different ones with the exact scent.
All right, so I'm gonna put you on the spot here because I wouldn't know if I. So, is there any plans of coming up with like a BeanBoozled flavor or smell where it's gonna be, uh-oh, what did I get with this scent?
Oh, that's something that I absolutely cannot tell you about because it would be a huge secret. Yeah, no, yes. Well, here's what I can tell you. So when Jelly Belly granted us the license to make this product, it came with the license for BeanBoozled as well. And BeanBoozled, we all know, crazy popular, hilarious product. Where else are you going to eat like grass clippings and diaper wipe or whatever, in a jelly bean form? We certainly think there could be some really fun ways to turn that into a toy. How about if I tell you that? Well, the other thing I can say is that this is just the start for us. We also, Jelly Belly is a fantastic company, great group of people, and a great brand, and we just think there's all kinds of fun stuff to do in this space. Different scents and jelly bean styles, of course. We have different series in the works already, but also some of these other fun things that come along with it. So yes, that's it's not the first time I've been asked that question.
And then for the final question I have for everybody is, with Incredible Group, what other things can we look forward to in the future from you guys?
Okay, also a great question. So we do think that the idea of a candy-themed squishy toy is a pretty cool idea. So you can expect to see more from us in that vein.
Nice.
And then the other thing I would say is that with Jelly Belly, as I was just saying, there's a lot we think we can do here. We started with 3 products, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. We think this is so far. How to put it? People have a very strong response to the Jelly Belly brand. We get great feedback. And I get as much feedback that is essentially like admonishments, like, don't get this wrong. Like, this is a special jelly, Jelly Belly is important. Don't blow it, and so we know we're on to something here and that there's a lot more that we can do. So you can expect to see a lot more in that vein.
All right, and if you could tell all of our fans out there, where can they find these awesome Jelly Belly squishable toys at?
So these are hitting all kinds of different stores as we speak. Some of the best spots to find them right now are in your local independent toy stores. They're in a lot of local independent toy stores, a lot of Learning Express stores and toy stores like that. We're in a bunch of different stores, and it will be rolling out in a bunch of different stores over the next coming months as well. All sorts of different stores, like the It's Sugar Candy stores, like the FYE stores, like the Cracker Barrel stores, all kinds of different retailers have been getting involved, and then a variety of places online if you search it as well.
Nice. All right. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for your time today. It's always exciting to talk about. I'm a big food guy. It's always exciting to talk about anything food related, especially also toys, as you can tell. Yes. I'm a big toy fan as well. So it's awesome to see these two. It's awesome to see these 2 brands together, and wish you success, and can't wait to talk to you again. And everybody, thank you so much. And you can find this interview and more over at thehashtagshow.com.